Hello, people from around the universe! I am your host, the Italian Ace Trainer, and welcome back to another Pokemon Legends Arceus video. And we are covering leaks once again, but instead of covering the actual forms designs, we're going to be talking about the new Pokemon stats and abilities. So basically, how good are they competitively? Let's find out together. But before that, cue my intro. Before we get started, a really big thank you to Jugol or Joggle or maybe even Hugol, I'm sorry, I don't know how you say your username, of the PokeLeague subreddit because, well, they're the ones that put up all of these stats. So, again, really big thank you to them, and let's dive in and see what Pokemon Legends Arceus has in store for us. Okay, so starting this off, we have Hisuian, Growlithe, and Arcanine, and as you can see, the abilities are the same, and actually I think all of the new regional forms have the same abilities as their regular counterparts, but the stats do slightly differ from the original Arcanine and Growlithe. Mostly they're more on the physical side of things and a little slower, so it's not a huge difference, but I mean, I could see it being a little better in a vacuum. It's just that Fire Rock is not the best type, so it might get hurt by its typing too much to make up for it with this minimal change in stats. Anyway, after that we have the Voltorb and Electrode duo, and they just made them really fast. I mean, they were already fast before, but now they're even faster. But they also don't really hit hard at all, and they're still frail. And the abilities, again, they're like, none of them really blow me away. So unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be the best competitively. But I still like their designs, so it's fine. Then we have the infamous Typhlosion. And, man, every time I think about that design, it's just so sad. But anyway, the stats are actually decent here. At least in terms of the changes that they've made. I do wish they would have taken out from attack more and not 5 from HP and 5 from speed. I think, for example, 74 base attack, 119 special attack, and then maybe still take the 5 away from HP but put it into speed for 105 speed. That would have been a lot better. But I do think it's a little better with its stats than normal Typhlosion, and I do think the typing is better as well, so it should be an overall better Pokemon competitively than regular Typhlosion. Again, the abilities are the same, so that's not going to impact it too much. Qwilfish and Sneasel are back-to-back, so let's see. Qwilfish, again, the stats are very similar as normal Qwilfish, but yeah, the abilities also, yeah, it's basically just normal Qwilfish. Okay, sure. A bit different stats like always, but nothing too crazy that stands out. Hisui Sneasel is also similar to normal Sneasel, actually. Like, very similar too. Poison Touch is as my screen goes blank for a second. Poison Touch is different, but, yeah. Anyway, Dialga Lord and Palkia Lord, interesting names. They're just looking at them here, I wanna say Palkia's better because that plus 30 in speed I think will be more impactful than 10 more defense, 10 more HP, sorry, and 20 more defense. But it's too soon to really say for sure. It's just, at a glance, I like Palkia's stats more. Yeah, obviously both are going to be strong in general because they're legendaries, but it's just, if I had to pick one over the other, I think Palkia would be the one I would go with. Samurott. I actually like the changes I made here. I really do. Which is great, because again, Samurott needed some love, and this is definitely a step in the right direction. The 85 speed is good. I do wish I would have taken it out of either special attack or attack. Probably special attack wouldn't really make sense to take out of attack given the Demon Slayer theme. But I don't know, like the 65 special defense now is really low. But then again, Samurai wasn't really taking hits super well to begin with. So having a faster one that hits just as hard, I think overall will be more beneficial. Especially since Water Dark, I think, is a little better than just normal water. Definitely offensively, but even defensively, I think it's either equal or a bit better. Anyway. Lilligant Hisui. I mean, with Chlorophyll, it's gonna be basically impossible to outspeed in the sun unless you have another Chlorophyll user yourself. And a fast one at that. Like, Venusaur wouldn't be able to speed this because of the base speed stats. 105 special attack, 105 attack, sorry, not special attack. With 105 speed and Chlorophyll, I mean, I could see that working. Hustle is not my favorite ability because like the chance to miss is always annoying. Leaf Guard is also okay. I think Chlorophyll will definitely be what you would run it as, but honestly, it looks decent. I think it's better than normal Lilligant. I do. Basculin, White Stripe, Rattle, Adaptability, and Mold Breaker. I mean, Adaptability does make it very interesting, right? It does. It's just that... Well, let's get to Basculin Legion and then, like, we'll talk about it. Anyway, Zorua Hisui and Zoroark Hisui. The stats, again, I think are actually a bit better here than normal Zorua and Zoroark. Let me double check. I don't want to be saying something stupid, but I mean, I'll be right back. Yeah, I checked, and yes, the stats are just better in my opinion. Because, I mean, 5 less HP on a Pokemon that's frail, I don't really care. But the 5 extra special attack and speed, yeah. Like, that's good. Especially since 5 of those got taken out from attack, which you're not going to be using as much. Like, yeah, I much prefer this. And when you combine it with the typing, that's really good. And also Illusion, I think, on normal Ghost, that could be actually really good. Now, I should mention before we get any further, because I forgot to do it at the beginning, Pokemon Legends Arceus won't have abilities in it. But when these Pokemon become available in future games, like Gen 9, which might be coming out later this year, if you want to see my opinion on that, then you should check out my top 5 predictions for 2022. But shameless plug aside, I do think that normal Ghost with Illusion will be a lot better than Dark because you have 3 immunities. You can really play around with that. And like no weakness, like yeah, you could do something there for sure. But we'll have to see for an actual main series game to have, well not main series because this is main series, an actual normal game to have this, okay? Braviary, a lot of special attack. That speed is low. That speed is low. 110 HP, but the defenses are 70-70, and it is 65 speed. I don't know. It's hard. I think normal Braviary will probably be better, actually. I do. Just looking at this, like, it's not bulky enough to justify a base 65 speed stat. It has what I like to call the Embor syndrome, where they give it a lot of HP, but the base defenses are bad, so it will still take a lot of damage, kind of nullifying the purpose of giving it a lot of HP to begin with. And those HP points could have been put into speed to much better effect. Now, with Embor, it wouldn't have made sense for the design, but with Braviary, I feel like they could have made it, like, I don't know, 90 HP and 85 speed, and then kept everything else the same. That's already a lot better. Anyway, Sliggoo, yeah, special defense. Goodra, okay, I mean, it's a bit slower than normal Goodra. I think it's just as tanky as normal Goodra, though. It might be hitting harder. Let me double check. I don't know exactly what Goodra's stats are. Give me a sec. So actually, it hits just as hard because the attack and special attack stats are the same. But the defense got a lot better, going to base 100. and the HP dropped by 10, with the speed dropping by 20. So I think I actually like this. I do. And the reason why is because Guja was always more defensive in a way because of that massive 150 special defense stat. But now it's not going to get one shot by like a physical move. So even though the speed is lower, I think I like this more. I do. Hisuian Abalog. Okay, still very good defense. That special defense is still trash. 38, okay, it's bad. It's bad. Any special move will KO it, and it's too slow to really make use of its really good attack set. The Hisui, they're still doing this, huh? It's even slower. Why don't they take out points from special attack and put it into physical attack and speed? No, we have to take it out from speed. Okay, sure. This is the problem. It's still not that tanky. I mean, on the special side now, it's actually decent. But on the physical side, it's not tanky enough for a base 60 speed Pokemon, in my opinion. And 112 attack is good, but it's not mind-blowing. So I think, once again, just like normal Decidueye, they should have just taken out some stats from special attack and put them into attack and potentially speed, and it would be a lot better. Anyway. Weirdier. I wish it didn't have the split attack stuff. Like, if you're gonna have split attack, you have to be a glass cannon. And this is not really what they're going for here. Again, the defenses are not great, so this kind of sort of a glass cannon. But it's not fast enough for me to really classify it as that. At least not an effective one. So, I don't know. I mean... Yeah, I don't think it's too good, but Intimidate is always nice to have, so sure. Cleaver. Another one. This is going to be the only evolutionary line that has 3 Pokemon, branching evolutionary paths, and all of the members of this line have the same exact base stat total. Like, why? Whatever. There's another base 500, base stat total, 70, 135, 95, 45, 70, 85. That special defense, man, it's gonna get hit hard on the special side. It really is. 85 speed is okay. 95, I mean, Bug Rock is not the worst ever. I mean, it's not better than Bug Steel, though. Like, no way. I think Scizor is better. I do. Yeah, I think Scizor is better. I was hoping that maybe he could overtake Scizor, because Scizor is actually a really good Pokemon, so if he did, he would also have to be a really good Pokemon, but no, I think Scizor is better. Ursaluna. 130, 140, 105, 45, 80. Okay, alright. This is more like it. 130 HP with 105 defense and 80 special defense. Now it's pretty tanky. I do wish that it was maybe 35 special attack and 90 defense, but 90 special defense, but it's fine. Like, I will take this for sure, because 140 attack is crazy. And I could see this working really well in Trick Room. So, big plus. Basculegion male and Basculegion female. Yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. They just kind of screw over the female form here. They do. Because, again, it's not fast enough to be run as a mixed attacker. And it's not tanky enough to take multiple hits most of the time. So, I mean, maybe on the special side it can take a hit, but like on the physical side, 65 is already very low, and with 120, I don't think that's enough. And like the male one just has much better attack than the female special attack. And you're probably just going to invest in one of those stats. So I just think the male form is better. But adaptability does make them both, I think, viable in some way. Also, 3 meters, they are big. Like, wow. Alright, we're at the end. Sneasler. Very similar stats to Weavile, just I think slightly slower and slightly less and slightly more attack, basically, and then the rest is very similar. It has Poison Touch, which Weavile doesn't have. It's I mean, the design is bad, but that's not what we're talking about here. this is... I think it's okay. It will get one shot on the physical side a lot, probably. But like any super effective move. But I think it's okay overall. I do. Overquill. The Quillfish evolution. I mean, Intimidate, again, that's always nice to have. 115 attack. 95 defense. See, this is the problem though. 65 special defense. Like, with 85 HP, you're also just dead to any special move. You just are. Like, this is basically just Urshifu's special defensive bulk, but worse. And Urshifu dies to most special offense. Hold up, let me get my thoughts right. Special attacking moves. There you go. So I don't think it's too good, honestly, I don't. But Intimidate can help, but again, that's for the physical side where it's already stronger, so whatever. Enamorous. The normal form seems decent, actually. It's fast-ish. 115, 135. Like, with 106 speed, yeah, I do wish they would have taken some of the attack out and put it into one of the defensive stats, but okay. Healer, though, is not the best ability. Contrary could be good. Depending on its moveset, that could make it broken. So we'll have to see there. Enamorous Therian. Overcoat, 115, 110, 135, 146. I actually think I like the Therian form more because under Trick Room, I think it will be just a menace. The one way, though, that normal, I guess Incarnate Enamorous would be good, well, not good, but better than the Therian one, is if it has really good moves with Contrary. Like, if you can have some insane Contrary setup, kind of like Superior with Leaf Storm, then we might be cooking, you know? I'm just putting it out there. But anyway, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I think overall, the Pokemon that we've seen, none of them are really awful, I will say. There's not too many that I think are going to be insane, like meta-defining threats. But then again, without the move pool, it's impossible to know for sure. I do think a decent amount of them improved on their original forms, at least for the ones that are new regional evolutions or regional forms. Obviously, the ones that are just new Pokemon, like they're new Pokemon. But yeah, so overall, I'm somewhat pleased with this, I will say. A couple of gripes here and there, but overall, yes, I do think these are pretty good. Anyway, let me know your opinion on the stats and abilities for this Pokemon, and tell me which one you think will be the best overall. If I had to pick one right now, I would probably go between either Enamorous Therian or Zoroark because of the illusion with normal ghost shenanigans. But again, it's hard to really say without the move pool. Regardless, I hope you have a great day. If you want to see more Pokemon content, especially related to Legends Arceus, then do consider subscribing, since again, I will be covering this a lot when it comes out. And I hope to see you all in the next video. But until then, remember to follow the way of the Ace. See ya!